In the mid-1960s, incredibly prolific Arizona artist Ted DeGRAZIA began to worry about what would happen to the thousands of pieces of artwork he created. And he was creating artwork non-stop for 35 years. Where would the artwork end up? Then he hit upon an idea. Why don't I build my own museum? I can display it the way I want to.
And what Ted did was to pick this beautiful out-of-the-way spot on the far edge of Tucson, Arizona. Starting in the late 1940s, he built a hacienda and a mission here, and then decided to build his museum called the Gallery in the Sun. You can tell by the moment you walk in that an artist laid out this place. The door is a replica of a prison gate from Yuma, Arizona. Figure that out. You walk into a huge room with pastel walls, memorabilia, paintings, ceramics, drawings, all over the place. All natural and lit with natural lights from skylights. His books are everywhere. Prolific? Well, that's an understatement. Postcards, greeting cards, and as I said, ceramics, gifts. This is a real treasure trove. And there's Ted. You can buy a photograph of him if you wish. He specialized in doing these little dolls representative of the Indian tribes of Arizona. You can buy them. You can buy a lot of the stuff Ted did. I asked one of the ladies whether they would ever run out. She said, well, most of them are reproductions, but Ted DeGRAZIA cranked out so much stuff during his lifetime that they will probably never run out of the originals to sell. He wasn't the greatest artist in the world, not quite as primitive as a Grandma Moses, but his work is full of color. There are children and the Our Lady of Guadalupe paintings everywhere. And here's a memorial to the 50th anniversary of when this was first constructed. You make a turn and go down another hallway, and here's another room with some of his larger artwork on the wall. You turn and go into another gallery, and look at this. It's not a painting. It's a little chair, believe it or not. Just another piece of native artwork done by Ted DeGRAZIA. You turn, and everywhere you look, more pastel items lit with natural sunlight. Here's a film taken from a movie they show of Ted walking through the area years ago. He was quite an entrepreneur, and he loved to bring people through. He's explaining his iron gate there. And there's Our Lady of Guadalupe in a chapel. She's the patron saint of Mexico. And then I saw this outside. A magic kind of rainbow projected on a wall. And then I found a large glass prism hanging in the sun. That's a neat effect, you know. No matter where you turn or where you go, you see something interesting inside and outside. Oh, look at that. It's all near Tucson.
Shortly before Ted DeGRAZIA's death, he tried to give a lot of his artwork to a university. For some odd reason, the school didn't want it. Then he realized it would go to his heirs. He hated the IRS. So he took $250,000 worth of his stuff into the desert, and one night he burned it. From Tucson, Arizona, I'm Dennis Daly.